Inside the Cave.
Happy New Year. Welcome back to Inside the Cave 2018. 3 years, going on 3 years, doing our thing. We've seen them come and we've seen them go, but Inside the Cave podcast is still here. I am CB at I'm the Real CB, shopcavecrushshop.com. And next to me today is the lovely, the beautiful, the talented Cat.
Everybody, Happy New Year. Happy New Year Inside the Cave, gentlemen.
Ain't that crazy, Cat? When Joe ain't here, I can introduce you first, as a lady should be.
Is that you trying to say Joe is the lady then?
You know, Joe don't like me to introduce nobody first but him. Sly.
Happy New Year to you, CB. Happy New Year to you, man.
Yeah, man. Cleeze Report podcast, available every Monday. Roland.
What's good, people? Inside the Cave. I guess I'm now moved into the arch nemesis category, seeing as though I get all this hate mail.
It's all funny and in love, man.
Somebody got to do it.
Yeah. All right, man. We got a good show today. Hey, next couple months, we got some good guests coming on. So make sure you subscribe to iTunes and to Google Play Store, iHeart, wherever you listen to us. Make sure you stay tuned because we got some great guests coming on Inside the Cave the next few weeks. All year long, we're gonna keep it going. So yeah, I'm talking about all type of good guests. So make sure you are subscribed and rate and review us on iTunes. We really appreciate it. All right, let's get started with Kill Yourself and Start Over, 2018 edition.
The first segment, see something effed up? The A block. Talk your shit, kill yourself, and start over on Inside the Cave.
Kill Yourself and Start Over for a reason.
Come on now, CB. I'm not going to take anything ignorant into the new year with me. So I have in no way anybody to judge and tell to do whatever to. So I'll be the first one and the first one this year to be like, nah, fuck that. I don't have anybody for that segment to do.
Okay, cool. I do. Sly, what you got?
Probably would be these, what is it? The beginning of the new year already, and these killings, these murders, shameless killings with these kids trying to carjack people here, and that concealed carry law is kicking in right now. But them young kids need to kill themselves and start over and stop trying to take other people's shit.
Wow.
You talking about in Chicago, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Shit don't stop, man. Roland, what you got, man?
Well, I think I got two. My first one goes to 2017. You can go on and kill yourself and start over. I'm so happy to be out of 2017. I have not once wrote a 7 on accident. My shit goes 8 with no problem. 2018, baby. I ain't done that shit on accident not one time. Fuck you, 2017. You in my rear view. So you kill yourself and don't start the fuck over. Because we in 2018, baby, we gonna have a great year this year.
Amen to that.
Yeah,
no doubt.
That's my first one. My second one is, and as you always know, I gotta go last because I'm gonna start some shit. But we ain't got my my fight buddies on here today. But I'm gonna go on and give it to everybody who trying to drag Ginuwine. If you haven't heard, Ginuwine is on Celebrity, was it Big Brother? And he's on there with a transgender woman. However you feel about that, that's your business. But he did not want to date a transgender woman, and he had stopped the advances of this transgender woman from kissing him. Now, the problem that I got with this is not that he's even transgender. My problem is if anybody tries to kiss anybody without their consent, That's called sexual harassment.
Yep.
When you guys wake up, it's just not one way. You can't
That's sexual assault.
Yeah, sexual assault. My bad. Right.
Yeah.
But you can't have it both ways. Even if it was 100% bona fide born woman and he didn't want to be kissed, he might got a woman. You don't know what Ginuwine status is. So to try to call him homophobic or transphobic or whatever the hell y'all want to try to call this man, if it still was 100% woman, he didn't have to accept that kiss. That's number one. And number two, if it was a man trying to kiss a woman like that, y'all would have had a baby. So stop trying to drag that man and bring him down and ruin it with little bit of career he got left. That's why he's on Celebrity Big Brother. So with that being said, everybody who on Ginuwine's back, you can kill yourself and start over in 2018.
Hey, we agree. I couldn't believe that. I didn't even know there was a show called that. I didn't even know, never heard of it.
Put me up on it. I didn't know about that neither. Wow.
All right, Sly, you can respect this. And I know I'm going to sound like a hypocrite, but I'm going to say it anyway. I want to give a kill yourself and start over to everybody in the gym for 2018. And no, not that they're in the gym. That the people that's in the gym walking on a treadmill. Man, that is like y'all just go home, man. Like seriously, just go home. Cause let me tell you something. I don't know. I'm not the biggest health guru and fitness and all that stuff, but walking on it's just so sad and depressing seeing them come in there and just walking for hours on a treadmill. I'm like, shit, it ain't gonna happen that way, brother. I mean, you ain't breaking.
Hey, time out. You gotta crawl before you can walk, brother.
Man,
you gotta walk before you can run.
It's a slow drag, depressing walk. It's a walk like they don't even want to be there. Walk. It's like somebody forcing them to walk on that treadmill. Like someone got a gun to their head saying, "Walk." Man.
Listen. I respect everybody who has a New Year's resolution. Everybody who got that brand new spanking gym membership that won't get used in the second week of February. Hey, listen, you can't finish if you never start. So man, don't be like me. I don't even drive in the vicinity of gyms. So don't be like me. Hey, listen, get that gym membership. Say those New Year's resolutions, because at least you got something to break in February.
Oh, stop it, bro. You can't save everybody. Let me tell you something. I looked at them and I saw it and I was like, I went to this, I go to this boxing class every now and then. And in 30 minutes, you burn more calories doing high intensity shit. Like they should just get rid of treadmills. Like, you know what? Don't get rid of treadmills, but get rid of the 1.0
the speed.
Yeah.
The speed.
If it don't start at 5, like otherwise you're not doing
anything. 5 is a jog.
You're saying fuck like expectant mothers, fuck the elderly. Like they can't just want to move indoors, even if it is a walk. If you walk for an hour, goddammit, you've burned just as much as it's next to me. So like, why are you like telling people who have knee problems that they should just fucking run?
Hey.
Thank you, Cat.
Hey. It looks so sad. And they look the same way.
But see, the trick is people don't look like they journey. So imagine somebody who's never ever been on a treadmill. You've never been on a treadmill. I think your best bet is to go 0.5 for as long as the machine will allow you, so you can learn how to safely run on a treadmill one day. Like people got to get there.
Sly, you run marathons. Who you agree with?
I agree with Kat. I ain't saying start at 0.5, but I damn sure ain't agreeing with you.
Hey, listen. If you 450 pounds, man, a 0.5, that's a run. Your heart is working.
Yeah, and if you walking uphill, you setting them treadmills to walk uphill. That's definitely a walk.
5 is way faster than sitting on the couch.
Thank you.
Man, 0.5, you can walk around the house.
Let's be real. A car doesn't just go 0 to 60 in a second. It's got to do something. It's got to build up. Even if it takes 5 seconds, 4 seconds, it's still got to build up. So, encourage people to build up. Don't look sad, because now you've made some people feel bogus because they've never been to a gym. The only time they went, they walked on a treadmill. And now you're like, man, fuck people who walk on treadmills. It's like, damn, you've taken away their encouragement. Like, be nice, CB. Damn, it's early in the year. It's just January. Be kind.
No.
It's all about
honestly
consistency.
say that's why I don't go to the gym.
It's all about consistency. It's all about consistency. Those walkers on the treadmill might turn into a jogger and then a runner, but they'll be in there many days after the second week of February. Quitters don't come in there anymore, no longer showing up in there. So if they walking 5 days a week for an hour for an entire year, they already ahead of the fit dude that left out the second week of February, but still paying for the membership.
Bro, you guys stop it. You know damn well anybody that comes into the gym and just walks on the treadmill is only going to be there for a week and never coming back. Come on.
Okay, so how come the 0.5 walking isn't their warm up for the 2-hour run that they're going
I
to
didn't say that. I'm talking about the people who are there for an hour just walking on a treadmill. It's not going to do anything.
It is too. That's 300 calories.
What do you mean it's not going to do anything? It's doing way more than standing still watching them walk on the treadmill.
They all
It's definitely training their legs to walk a long period of time.
They all look the same.
It sounds like you got a little bit of hate in your heart in 2018.
Right, he can't see somebody start a journey. This nigga mad because somebody didn't start it.
I ain't trying to hear it. All right, that was Kill Yourself and Start Over.
I guess I'll see you next
Uninterrupted, undisputed, and unedited. It's time to go around the cave.
Trump, let's talk about President Trump and him not knowing the words to the national anthem.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Man, this is yeah. That was ridiculous right there. Just
I missed that one, Sly.
man, they had the camera on him the entire song. the entire song.
I don't know how y'all surprised by that. That doesn't surprise me.
So
Surprised me in the least. That man doesn't know his own phone number. Like, I'm sure his phone number, he wouldn't be able to give you all the digits.
all that huff and puffing, and then come to the national championship game, he doesn't know the words to the national anthem. Wow. Wow. On the side, Roy Moore of Alabama couldn't win the election, but at least Alabama came back and beat those Georgia Bulldogs.
Uh-oh.
The residents of the state of Georgia should know better. Like, they seen what happened in the Super Bowl with the Falcons.
Yeah, being up early and then come back and lose. It's crazy.
Yeah, buddy.
So what you're saying is that Georgia's a bunch of losers?
Georgia.
Careful, we got a fan base there.
You know what I'm saying? Ray Charles seen that, and I called it. I thought they was gonna win by 10 points at least. I thought Alabama was gonna win by 10, but hey, shout out the Roll Tide, buddy.
Roland, I'm surprised you ain't got a conspiracy on that game. I mean, who didn't know that Alabama was gonna come back and win?
Well, you know that shit's all rigged.
No, I mean, especially that.
Yeah.
I said the same thing in the Super Bowl. That Atlanta game, I was like, man, that shit. I watched it. I said, if they come back, I said, I'm done. This whole thing is fixed.
But to have Georgia Bulldogs playing in Atlanta was basically a home game. Yeah. That's a home game for them in that new Atlanta Falcons stadium, and they lose like that. Okay. Yeah, there was some type of conspiracy. There wasn't no partying in Atlanta that night. I know that much. Hey.
Roland, you got anything this week? Or Kat, you got anything this week?
Nah, go ahead, Kat. I'm sorry. No, you good? Okay.
You know,
All right,
another year of Inside the Cave. I'm glad to see another January with you guys.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
For real. I'm still around. I'm still here, CB. I'm still around.
Oh yeah. You ain't going nowhere. Do you like the Facebook group yet, Kat?
Be nice, Kat. No, tell the truth, Kat. Tell the truth.
Kat, stay out of that group.
I couldn't comment on, even if I wanted to. But you know, people want things to talk about. Just because I don't want to talk about it doesn't mean there aren't people who definitely want to talk about. And I love how now people are posting things and really getting involved in it. So I'm really proud of you, Sly, for creating a group that now is so super interactive. They're real timing someone from the show all day. Like it's a great part of Inside the Cave. It just continues to branch out. So good job.
Thank you, Kat. Thanks, CB, for letting me handle that. So, yeah,
what you got, Ro?
All right, I think I'm gonna touch on this. Is Around the Cave, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so as we all know, young brother, young child, black male model gets hemmed up in a little situation with H&M, where they put the young man in a hoodie. And they have this, I guess, this jungle line, and his particular hoodie said "coolest monkey in the jungle." So people, of course, Black Twitter and social medias alike, platforms alike, had took H&M to the woodshed about this racist hoodie. If anybody doesn't know, black people been called monkeys for since slavery. That's a way to degrade and diminish, but that's not the part that really tickles me. It's the fact that we keep believing that these companies and these fashion designers and these white corporations have some type of obligation to prop us up, to make us feel better about ourselves, to give us a positive image. But yet we continue to spend our money with them. What's so frustrating is when I hear people yell, boycott. And you should never have to boycott something that you never should have been shopping at in the first place. Now, don't get me wrong. I am not holier than thou. I'm not a saint, and I'm sure I spend my money with white people who couldn't stand me. But to me, there's just certain places you should know you should not be spending your money anymore. You should know you should have a personal satisfaction. You shouldn't need the social stratosphere to tell you when not to spend your money with somebody. Why? And half of us are a little bit overweight anyway, so there's only a certain amount of black people that was probably shopping at H&M anyway. That shouldn't be. So listen, stop getting caught up in this thing with this social media and stop believing in these companies it's supposed to somehow make black people look good. Stop spending your money and they'll stop messing with you. Trust me. That's my Around the Cave.
Hey, Roland, you do know Inside the Cave does have white listeners too, right?
Yeah,
No,
I don't have a problem.
I'm gonna piggyback Roland, and I'm gonna say this. Do you know why that chocolate beautiful baby had that hoodie on? Do you know why he was wearing it, y'all? For real? And like, I'm surprised more models and photographers aren't talking about this. He's wearing it because it was green. They probably, and I don't know if you've ever been to a photo shoot for any kind of catalog or anything, but everything moves very quickly because people are paid by the hour. So everything has to go quickly. And they're grabbing clothing to complement the models they're giving. And so when you get a chocolatey, gorgeous baby like that, one color that makes his color stand out is green. So I don't think anyone thought to read the shirt because again, time is money. So they just put the hoodie on him because it was green, and they took a picture of him. And I feel like, again, we're crying racism on something ain't even got to do with, like, that's the least of our worries. A model wearing a hoodie that most likely will be bought by Caucasian people. Like, this is not a hoodie that, you know, you see in the hood anyway. This one, he's just a model, y'all, and they're just a clothing company. And because we are ultra sensitive, now we're sniffing out racism. And this is so unwarranted. He's wearing the hoodie, y'all, because it was green. If it would have said, you know, no parking, if it was still green, he would have had to wear it. So that was his color. So I thought I want to throw another reason why maybe it's not just racism, y'all. It could just be he's beautiful and his color complemented the color green. And regardless of that, you know, it had a monkey on it, because if it was an ostrich, would we feel better? Like, why are we now nitpicking racist things? Like, I don't think it was that deep. And I'm with you on us taking things too far.
Well, Roland, you got to reply to that. I mean, that's some pretty strong statements from Cat Eye.
No, listen, I'm feeling her statement. She got every right to make that statement. Like I said, I don't have a problem with the statement. I would just say this, is that, you know, at the end of the day, whether the intent was what it was, the optics didn't look good when it fell. So I do believe that people have a right to react. My problem is that we're so quick to react to shit that we shouldn't even be reacting to. H&M shouldn't even been on our fucking radar. You know, like I said, nobody's wearing H&M. You know what I mean? Why is anybody going in Abercrombie and Fitch? Like, you know, why are we supporting these labels that don't support us? H&M ain't in the hood. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying.
My daughter, when she does, like, she gets these calls to do like modeling and acting gigs, and they don't even tell her what she's doing. They just, you know, we don't even know. We like signed it. We're not even, like, we don't even know what she's doing. So I mean, like, it could be a chance my daughter can show up in something like this. You know, I mean, I would think my wife would see if she had on a shirt like that, but you know, but as far as like what, like, you know, it's, you know how it goes, Roland. You know, you do videos. They just take take a video clip, and then we'll see it when it's put out.
See, but see, that's where the industry takes advantage. I'm not part of the group of people on social media that's dragging the mother, because first of all, it was a check, so go and make your money, boo boo. But my daughters have a modeling agency as well, and our particular agency, we have all veto power. We actually do get what it is before it comes up. So it's like, okay, they're going to be doing this for 17 magazine, age appropriate, you know what I mean? Like, no heavy makeup, no swimsuits. We don't do none of that. We do basic stuff, and we do promotion. So go to the mall and sign people up, stuff like that. But when you talk about these bigger modeling agencies, you're right. They don't get a lot of notice. So that's why I think it's sad that this mother has to come on social media and defend her decision. But like I said, at the end of the day, the optics aren't good. You know what I mean? But like I said, my problem is regardless of the optics, why are we so hyped about H&M? And like I said, y'all yelling boycott. I'm like, boycott what? I don't shop there. So what is there to boycott?
Right. Yeah, you're right. Shit.
You know, like I'll give you another example. There's a comedian called Ryan Comedy or something like that. He's a real funny dude, heavyweight, dark-skinned dude, and he has a funny way of bringing things to light. And he was like, you know, hey guys, I just want to get the thing right. Are we still boycotting? Because you know how quick we stop stuff. So he was like, you know, and he started naming off companies like, yeah, we should be probably boycotting McDonald's, and he named Pepsi, and he named Walmart, and I'm like, what's funny is everything he named, I actually don't shop. You know what I mean? Like, if you ask anybody who knows me, I don't shop at Walmart. I don't have to make an announcement about a boycott. I don't shop there because I know how they get those low prices, and I know how they push small. I'm a small business owner, so they push small businesses out. They come to your. Go ahead.
I'm with you. I'm so with you. But at the same time, if your argument is customer service and we shouldn't have been shopping there anyway, then if we're gonna use the word boycott, like why are we allowing like the corner restaurant that's got like bulletproof glass and fucking rats in the alley, and they're disgusting, but we'll frequent these places that we know for a fact aren't giving us a quality product at all. We'll go and eat at a soul food restaurant. Any Jamaican restaurant you go to they'll have a whole menu on the wall, and they'll tell you all we got is the 4 items. Like they'll be like, all we got is oxtails and dark meat. Like, we will deal with poor businessmanship and custom. Nobody wants to boycott the jerk Choco Man because the lines are too long. But we're quick to boycott, as you say, someplace we don't shop at. It's like, well, stop crying boycott, I guess is all I'm saying. Don't cry boycott and blame it on, the treatment of us. But then we still shop at the filthy store down the street. We don't demand better produce from our stores. Like, come on, like the quality of what we want is important too. And if we're gonna scream quality, if we're gonna scream injustice, why are we allowing ourselves to not boycott the places we frequent daily? You eat at the restaurant twice a week, but now you boycotting someplace you don't shop. Like, all I'm saying is don't cry boycott if it ain't for real. Like H&M is just a damn department store. Like, let's stop crying boycott for things that aren't necessary, because at the end of the day, this little beautiful chocolate monkey got paid. He got his check. And that's what we want. We want our children to have careers. We want them to succeed. He's on an advertisement. And I'm sure his mother might have missed the monkey shirt for the pride she felt of seeing her baby in a national catalog. I'm sure she didn't. Dad, mom didn't even let it cross their mind, because at that moment, their child was shining. And we found a quick way to take that chocolate baby shine. Let's remember, it's a baby in that shirt. Like, stop crying boycott. You don't have to stop shopping at H&M. I love H&M. They have great jewelry. I shop there. My son has worked there. Like, H&M ain't done nothing wrong to me. And so if you want to take the attitude of I don't shop there, well, there are people who do shop there, and they've had great experiences there. And to take a advertisement thing that has nothing to do with anybody and to scream, oh, this is an injustice, but we allow the McDonald's on the corner to never have ice cream in a machine. Like, these are everyday problems. Let's boycott more realistic things instead of a huge conglomerate, which, like you say, half of us don't shop at anyway. Like, let's cry boycott for what we need it then,
I totally agree with you, Kat. That's exactly what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, we should have integrity about the places that we shop, and we shouldn't need to make it a social media national agenda to stop shopping somewhere. When I went to my local Applebee's 15 years ago, and I had poor service, we have 3 of them in the surrounding area, and I've been to all 3, and at least once or twice in each of them, I had poor service. And the conglomerate that works here, that lives in this city, that owns, now they're a local conglomerate, real big. They're called Scott Enterprises, and they own the Applebee's, they own, a couple other places or whatever. My point is that I chose to not shop there myself. I didn't go on their website and say, y'all are racist or whatever, because I've been with black people, I've been with white people, I've been when we had hoodies on, and I've been when we've been suited and booted. They just have poor service, so I chose not to shop there anymore. Walmart, like I was saying, I don't shop there because my integrity tells me not to, I'm not trying to get nobody else to stop shopping there. So if you have been wrong, then you're absolutely right, Kat. I don't understand people, how you can keep going to an establishment that treats you wrong. That's dirty. That makes no sense to me. I don't shop with the Koreans. I don't shop with the Chinese. If they disrespecting me or they disrespecting my community, or if they don't put, like, for instance, the what's the place that's closed on Sundays? This Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A wrote a check for $20,000 to a nonprofit. Those are the type of places you need to go to. They're supporting the community. They give to local causes. You know what I'm saying? And they're overly nice. It's actually on my damn nerves. Instead, it's like they train them people well. They have to be super ass nice. So my point is that, like Kat said, everything doesn't have to be, okay, so the optics is bad and you felt wronged, or you and your emotions, because like I said, it is a racist ass shirt when you look at it at the end of the day. But to say somebody planned that shit out to be racist, or as the conspiracy theorists say, they all sat in a room and you want to know how we can get some free publicity? Let's the little nigga in a shirt, and that way the social media will give us all free publicity. And I'm like, come on, y'all, stop. Stop it. So we need to focus on some things, man, that really means some stuff, and stop with this H&M thing. Like I said, if you shop at H&M, more power to you. But the majority of us don't. So what the fuck are we real? The real boycott was when they stopped riding the buses. Some shit everybody did. So when they stopped riding it, that meant that the bus company started hurting, and they had to come to the table.
They took a hit.
That's what a boy. That's the. You know what? That's the reason why all these young knuckleheads keep saying boycotts don't work. We need to do something else, because y'all don't know what a real boycott is. Y'all boycotting the wrong shit. Boycott means economic pain for that particular establishment, so they can feel us and have to deal with us. And I don't give a shit. They can put 20 niggas in monkey shirts at H&M for all I care. This world's always been racist, always gonna be. So somewhere, somebody gonna be in a monkey shirt. Let's get on something that's a little bit more important, guys. Stop.
All right, for my Around the Cave, keeping it simple, I'm just telling everybody what I'm not going to do in 2018. You all know.
Be sexist.
No, I'm going to continue that. You all know. If you don't know already, we do have another podcast. It's called the Cleeze Report. That's hosted by Ro. So what I'm not going to do in 2018, unless it's beneficial for Inside the Cave, is have this quote-unquote woke society on Inside the Cave anymore. I'm done talking to them. I don't want to talk to them anymore. If you guys feel like you want to talk to them on Inside the Cave, feel free. I won't be there because I'm through talking with the woke society. The key word in woke means that you fell asleep at some point. So I'm not giving you credit for being woke when you shouldn't have fell asleep in the first place. So kill yourself and start over. That is part of my Around the Cave. But what I am going to do now is get back to bringing more cave crushers, more comedians, more athletes, more fun to Inside the Cave. Donald Trump ruined a good time on this show. So that woke society.
Comedy section, people.
Comedy section. Now, week to week, I'm going to try this. I'm going to try to help out. Now, everybody knows on this show, Roland is Captain Save-A-Ho. Am I quoting you right, Roland? Right, you.
No, we don't like to call young ladies hoes around.
Okay,
here.
but you said you are here for the women. Okay, well, I am here for the men, and I want to be here because 2017 was the year of the cheating man, and I just want to give tips to help men cheat properly. Now I'm gonna try this week to week. Now the first thing is you got to have a dumb woman. All right, if you don't, and a lot of people do have dumb women. If you don't have a dumb woman, then this shit ain't gonna work. Like for instance, it won't work for me. But there are people who have dumb women, dumb spouses, in dumb relationships with dumb women, that this shit could work. And I'm gonna do it week to week. So like last couple weeks ago, I went and did a sleep study, and what it did was I had to go to this place and actually went to sleep, and I was gone overnight. And I come back 6 o'clock in the morning. And I thought about it, I said, man, if my wife was dumb, man, this would be a good way to creep. So, all the men out there that need advice on how to get away and cheat on your lady, look, develop a snoring problem. All right? Start snoring real hard. Okay.
When you sleep apnea test.
Yes. Then you say you need to go to a sleep apnea test. Now, if your dumb woman is as dumb as I think she is, she won't know that you got to do 3 or 4 of them before they find the correct machine. On one of those 3 or 4 outings where you got to go spend the night there, go there, drop your car off, and then dip out. Simple. This is cheating tips with CB on Inside the Cave. I'm here for you guys. It's easy. She won't know because it's almost like jail. She can't call. She can't come in there. You there by yourself. So I'm just here for the cheating man. I'm just here for you guys. I'm here for you.
And your insurance picks it up that night.
That's right. Don't cost you nothing.
Don't cost you nothing.
What you think about that, Kat?
This is sad. This is sad.
I think that's ingenious. I think that's fantastically brilliant. You're right. The first thing is to get a stupid woman. If you can do that, you can the world. Like, I mean,
Kat, you're co-signing this bullshit?
Yes.
You know, if he wants to encourage infidelity and he's giving sage advice, like, who am I to be like, well, nah, nigga, that's wrong. Like, no, that's actually a great night out on the town. And she'll be thinking you're getting your life healthy. I mean, if you've snored enough, she's thankful you're gone for that night. She thanks God you're not there that night. And you could be at the House Johnson getting a back massage, and he could care less because now it's quiet and she can get some rest. And if she's not smart, then she's not going to pick up on little signs. Like, you know, I'm not going to give away anything, but I'll say there's already 6 holes in your story right now. You can't do shit at the hospital, and the hospital not communicate. Hospitals are dirty with communication. They'll leave a message on your home phone and your cell phone. The surgery will be over at 3 o'clock. Like, they're very thorough.
Oh.
So,
No, Kat, this not a hospital.
No, this is not a hospital.
This is not an argument. This is not a debate. If she already then got your story and H to Trump, really, like I say, she's getting the night's sleep. So, you know, you're completely right. That is a great story. That is the great night on the town. Not 6 a.m. the next day. Look at that. You're right. That's a cool 12 hours, no interruptions.
Thanks, Kat. You know, I've always told myself I am a genius on this show, so thank you for confirming that. No
problem. It's a new year, CB. I'm gonna stop fighting what you are and just accept who you are. It's like, this is how it is. So who am I to tell you?
And for the record, I do not agree with cheating. But if you do decide to cheat, I want to help you so you can at least keep your family together. Because men be just cheating wrong, just doing all type of dumb shit, man. Don't be calling, don't be checking in, just leave and then just show back up. I got some more tips for you in the next couple of weeks, guys. So just stick around, same bad time, same bad channel.
Hey, I got a question. You
need some advice on how to cheat, bro? I got you. You need some advice?
No, hell no.
Oh, okay.
I'll give you some advice.
I follow Earthquake on Instagram, and he put a question on his page that says, how long should you date someone before they meet your spouse?
That's funny.
I had to read it twice. I'm like, huh?
That sound like one of Sly's questions.
I like that question. I like that. I
actually saw something on Instagram because I visit Instagram frequently. By the way, Kat, I saw you out with Tiffany. You looking real good. You and Tiffany on Instagram. Mm-hmm. I saw you.
Oh, and guess who I ran into when I was out recently?
Oh, who, Kat? Minister Jeff, really?
I ran into him and I saw him when I first came in. I'm like, that guy looks familiar. And he looks like he's related to me. So for a second, I'm like, wait, is that a cousin? And then I'm like, no. And then later on, I'm like, oh, snaps. I know that dude.
Minister Jeff.
I introduced myself and he came over and spoke. We talked for a second. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, he really is. He really is a nice guy. I've been knowing him since he was a kid. Sly, you don't know. Have you heard of Minister Jeff?
Nah.
Okay, I'll send you the episode he came on. He's a guy who's against single mothers or single black mothers. He thinks they're the biggest problem in the black community. So he's a really interesting guy.
for me being such a problem for his life. Like, he was very polite. He was a very
yeah, he really is a nice guy. I mean, serious.
Thought-provoking ignorance with special guests and Cave Crush interviews. Inside the Cave. Now that's how you podcast.
Inside the Cave.
Are you enjoying this episode of Inside the Cave? Well, get your ass up and rate us on iTunes. Inside the Cave Podcast. 5 stars or kill yourself and start over.
Get the latest in cave fashion at cavecrushshop.com. That's cavecrushshop.com.
Follow Inside the Cave on Instagram at Inside the Cave and at Cave Crush for the hottest women on the planet. Like Inside the Cave on Facebook, Inside the Cave Podcast, and follow Inside the Cave on Twitter at Cave Crush. Inside the Cave. Thought-provoking ignorant guy talk with special guests and Cave Crush interviews.
Got a problem? Need some advice? Send your questions and problems to Cat for Cat's Corner on Inside the Cave.
All right. My wife has been bringing home and holding on to. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Cat's Corner. My wife has been bringing home and holding on to a lot of cash lately. She says she is the treasurer for her team at work, and she holds on to the money for special events or cookings, but I have a hard time trusting her. I've seen her bring home up to $1,000 and says we can't touch it. Should I believe her?
I mean, this sounds like the equivalent of the sleep study technique, you know, like she could be selling baked goods and keeping the cash in her house, or she could be like moonlighting as a dominatrix. We don't know. But the key phrase to that was, I got trust issues. Like, he's saying, I don't trust her. Like, if there are trust issues, then of course, everywhere this lady goes, you think she's doing something she shouldn't be doing. So if you have trust issues, the first step for advice, since you're asking, is check your trust issues. Because what if she is the freaking treasurer? While you sitting around stressing all this time about what she could have been doing, what if it really is the truth? And there are easy ways to find the truth. But again, something that was standing out to me was that you already said you got trust issues with her. So either she's lied and done something before, which would give you full right to feel that way, or you got trust issues. But either way, it kind of all starts with you. I'm sure you guys have a totally different take on it, but that's just all, you know, I unfortunately his inadequacy with the trust issues. But what do you guys think?
Okay.
I mean, it's definitely possible, because I was the treasurer for 2 years and the president for one of a PTA, and we weren't a real big PTA, but there was times we had a stack. You know what I mean? We had $700-800 at a time that I had to handle. It be at my house, and then I had to take it home. I've also seen 2 PTAs in Pittsburgh. Actually, women embezzle like $30,000. In the case up here where I live at, one woman, she took like $100,000.
Yeah, we're talking about like $1,000. I think she's selling pussy. That's just my opinion. But go
I knew that's where you was going. I think it's possible, and to trust his wife, and unless he see G-strings and heels somewhere, it's all good.
So wait, just for clarification, you saying that any woman that wears G-strings and heels sell pussy? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying that if hoes have a uniform, and if you got on the uniform, it's quite possible you could be that. That's all I'm saying.
And just for the record, that was Roland that said that.
No, all I said is that there's a particular, like Clear Hills. We know what Clear Hills is. That's not.
Yeah, yes, we do know.
It's not a typical uniform.
That ain't office casual. That ain't office casual.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So I'm not prejudging. All I'm saying is, unless you see those things, that's the only time your awareness should be heightened. It shouldn't be. Trust your lady. Trust your lady. Bruh, it ain't that real.
Fuck that. What did he get for Christmas? What did he get for Christmas? Fuck that. She bring home some bread like that. Did she upgrade his Christmas gift, or did he get some bullshit? That's what I'm saying. Either way it goes, she's still fucking. She's still fucking for some money. It don't matter.
Not you too, Sly.
Hey man, if she upgraded his Christmas gift, bro, and bought him some slick, nice, expensive shit, she fucking. If she didn't upgrade his Christmas gift and she bringing in money like that and didn't spend it on him, fucking.
She's telling him that she wants everybody not to touch it. So it's not like she coming in fur coats flossing. Like she's saying, don't touch it.
Cat, we know y'all put all y'all shit in y'all car. Matter of fact, quick story. I got a friend that's married, and he's been wondering how his wife shoe closet is getting more shoes in it without her bringing the shoes home. Do you know she started having her shoes delivered to fucking work? The shoes that she buy, she will have them delivered to work, and she brings them home little by little.
Man, those fucking women, they slick as hell. That's why I give it.
Don't tell me that she not being slick, Cat. Don't tell me she not being slick, Cat.
You guys are proving my point. That if she was, she would be too slick to get caught. So he needs to relax. Because if he thinks superfluous money, which it boggles my mind, people are so bizarre. She's bringing home not extra roaches, not extra problems, but money. And she's saying, don't even touch it. And everybody's like, she fucking on the side. Like, so a bitch can't bring home money? Like, you can't, you just exactly proved my point. There is a woman hiding shoes in her car. This woman has brought the cash in the crib. Do you think she's being malicious in this move? You think she's that fucking calculating? No. If she's fucking on the side, this man would never smell a receipt she's touched with that nigga. So,
talk about it.
Hey man, I don't know what the fuck I just walked in on, but
Cat, you know women are better cheaters than
that's some bullshit.
Exactly, you're right.
You, Big Dawg.
We're better cheaters. So no, if she's on a committee, she's telling you she's on a committee. Again, these are all easily verifiable.
Cat,
these are verifiable.
Cat, a woman that cheats could be walking with her husband and introduce her husband to the guy she fucking. Like,
again, you're proving my point. Bitches are slick as snot. We have not to worry about home.
So she bringing in the money. She's bringing the money in and saying he's not smart enough to catch up on it. So thus he's writing in and asking the guys of the cave.
Yes, here's the complaint, and we can end this. So guys, you're right. We hear you as women. We hear Sly is speaking for you guys. We will never bring home any extra money of being accused of cheating. We won't bring any cash home at all. I think that's now the new thing. Okay,
what are we talking about here?
The Cat's Corner question. I'll read it over to you. Remind me to edit this out. My wife has been bringing home and holding on to a lot of cash lately. She says she is the treasurer of her team at work, and she holds on to the money for special events or cook-ins, but I have a hard time trusting her. I've seen her bring home up to $1,000 and says we can't touch it. Should I believe her?
To answer the question, should he believe her?
No.
Yeah, no. My answer is no.
It sounds like she's trying to leave. That's what it sounds like, Sean. She's selling pussy on the side, saving her money so she can make her exit plan. That's what it sounds like to me.
I guess it all depends on if she been doing anything that's suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Besides just showing up with money.
Yeah. Joe, you got anything on this before we move on? I thought I saw Joe. All right, we'll move on then. So, Kat, what's the last word? What are we saying here? We all agree.
It doesn't matter what matters of the heart or matters with money. Trust is trust. If you don't trust her in any aspect of your relationship, then of course you won't trust her financially. So the first thing we can address, and I think you should address, is the trust issues. And if it's that strong that you can't even think of her even just holding money for, if you can't believe something, as simple as that, then maybe you should reevaluate.
All right. Here we go. This is another anonymous. Is it an issue that me and my man have nothing in common but sex? When we are together, we click on nothing. We don't watch the same TV, don't like the same places to eat, or anything social. But the sex is good. Is this something to worry about? Kat, this is specifically for you.
I mean, definitely. If your relationship is just about sex, then hell yeah, you guys are compatible. Stay together. But if you actually, I don't know, relationships, and again, I've never been married, and I always preface it, but I would imagine that most of marriage doesn't revolve around sex. And most of committed relationships, not even marriages, but committed relationships that you like the person you're with, it's not just centered around one particular thing. So be it sex or y'all both like cake and y'all eat cake all the time, it's a recipe for disaster. You got to have something else to go on. I definitely think that if that's all you have in common and you don't have anything else in common, then you're selling yourself short, because I'm sure you have so much more to offer someone else, and he does too. I guess keep having sex until you're bored, and then move on with somebody who's more your type. I don't know. I don't know. That was a very girl answer. What do you guys think? I mean,
I think
she. I'm gonna put it like this: if she happy with the situation she in and the sex good, enjoy it for what it is. Understand your position. If you're not looking for anything else besides just sex, then it's nothing to worry about. So if you're talking about long term, then you got a problem.
Yeah, hold on. I do want to throw in, if you just like his sex, you better tell him the truth, because there's nothing worse than an angry, jilted, heartbroken man. And if he actually doesn't believe that it's sex between you, if he actually thinks that it's great sex and a wonderful parader, if he actually finds something that he wants to pursue in you, and you've already said it's just sex, you better keep it real, because and again, I guess this is the year we gotta build our men up. We can't bring them down, and we have to stop using them, because they all we got. So if that's all you want from him, you better be very clear about it, sis, because what you're not gonna do is rack him up. So a woman behind you have to put him back together. Stop tearing these men apart and then, leave him in the dirt. You done hurt his damn feelings because he thinks a sex bomb and you're a great mother. He finds something wonderful about you, and you already well, I just got sex in common. If that's all you want, you better speak up, sis, because you don't need to hurt this man, because that's all you are receiving from him. Be clear with that. I do want to put that out there too. If that is and that's all you want, you better tell him, because if he fall in love with you and now all you want is sex, how rude.
What happened now?
She needs to try something new. That's all. They might just be bored. He might just be a little bit bored. She should, after some of that good sex, she should get up and she should leave. Like role play, dating type shit. Leave. Try leaving and say, meet me at the bar for a beer and see if he come, or for a drink or dinner. Fuck him and leave. Even though you're in a relationship with him, just try something different. might just be bored. So you ain't gotta cuddle up and watch a movie and Netflix and chill time, even when you in a relationship. I still might want you to leave if I'm in a relationship.
hey, communication is key. Because I mean, he may be just enjoying the sex too. So you might be stressing yourself out for nothing.
There you go. She better communicate, because you're right. It may just be sex, and if that's all it is, let's make it.
I mean, she already said that though, Kat. She said, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing they got in common is the sex.
So once again, somebody writing in like, oh, my situation is great. What should I do? I got everything I want. What's wrong with it? Like, it's nothing wrong with it. They just together for sex, and that's all you want. And that's all you want. I guess I preemptively, I'm saying, be honest. Like you said, communication. So one thing Scott just said, that makes a lot of sense. He's expecting the woman that he's with to understand sometimes he don't want her to be around. And there may be a woman who he can have sex with when he wants to, and she disappear when it's her turn to go. And that may be impressive to him. And that may lead him to want to see what more she has to offer. But again, it's honesty. If we both on the same key, then we never know what can happen. But tell the truth. And if that's all she wants, she should say.
All right. I think I must have missed part of that question or something, because I don't know where the hell y'all go with this. What
was the question?
About role playing and all this other shit.
The end of it, the question was, should she, is that something she should worry about?
The fact that her and a guy only have sex in common, they have nothing else in common.
Yeah, that's all she said, right?
Yeah. Okay,
so where in the hell all this getting up, leaving, and role playing shit come from?
I'm saying if it's just sex, because at the beginning of the question, it said they didn't watch the same TV shows or movies and stuff, and it sounds like sex and Netflix and chill type of mood. And I'm like, if all you have in common is sex, get up and leave. Say I'm coming to smash, or try something different, dog. That's what I'm saying. Try something different.
It sounds like they tried everything. They just don't like the same shit. All they like to do is fuck.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
So I mean, if they both cool with that, do that, and then you know what I'm saying. Understand, it's just that.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with just fucking.
Yeah, but it don't sound like she just getting up to leave neither. It sound like she's staying there. It ain't a relationship. She's staying there. He might be like, well, you can go to your place, and I'll text you later.
All right.
I don't think she said all that though.
Yeah, but she did not say it neither.
Hey, before we move on, Kat, I do want to say, Carol said, God bless you for putting up with us all these years after listening to the best of Inside the Cave again.
Thank you, Carol. I appreciate it. It isn't for the faint of heart.
Yeah. Yeah, you've been
you guys hold a very special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Kat.
Listen to Inside the Cave now on iHeartRadio for more thought-provoking ignorance. Listen to the Cleeze Report with Ro now on iTunes.
You want answers?
Cleeze Report.
I want the truth.
The Cleeze Report with Roland on Inside the Cave.
You can't handle the truth.
We're going to talk. This is the Cleeze Report right here. Everyone's talking about Oprah Winfrey running for office 2020. And I think because of her past relations with Trump, Harvey Weinstein, and all this other stuff, I'm almost leaning toward Roland and thinking that she is being chosen, not chosen to be president, but chosen to be a distraction and help Trump win the presidency. Because look, if his only competition is Oprah, that ain't gonna win the election. He ain't got nothing to worry about. And I am under the belief she is being chosen to be another distraction, just like Black Lives Matter was a distraction in 2016, as for the Republican Party, just so they can get back in office. All right, because if you look at it, she has past dealings with Harvey Weinstein, past dealings with Trump. She's one of the boys. So I'm not falling for it. Now, the flip side could be, after having long, crazy discussions with Roland, she could be chosen because there's a sector of this in the population that believes people like Oprah, she'll become president, and then now all of a sudden women and black women will be equal as men because she will change the world. Now, there's those idiots out there too, the same people that thought Obama was going to make everyone equal because he was president. So that could be a point too, but that's my take on it. Roland on the Cleeze Report on Inside the Cave always facts check me. What say you, brother?
Well, there's nothing to fact check, but I think I'm in agreement with abstract piece like Black Lives Matter. And I'm always a conspiracy theorist with this whole which people are being chosen to run the country. We always get a selection of people, and it always funnels down to two. And if anybody on the show or any listener to the show knows, if you are a witty parent and you're dealing with small children, and your child comes to you and says, "Mommy, Daddy, can I have some pop?" Now, if you was raised like I was, you would probably tell your kid, "Boy, shut the hell up and go sit down somewhere." But if you are one of these new age parents, it's called misdirection. It's called the illusion of choice. So you would say, "No, you can't have some pop." You wouldn't say, "No, you can't have some pop." I'm sorry. You would say, "No, but you can have some juice or some water." So the child wanted pop, but his choices was juice and water. That's the way I like to describe the presidency. We had it in when Obama was running. Who was he running against? Who was Obama running against when he ran?
McCain and Romney.
McCain and Romney, yeah.
Okay, so McCain his nickname was the Maverick.
The old veteran.
His nickname the Maverick. His own party didn't like him. They put that old one-armed patsy up, and Obama kicked his tail. Come on, man. Did you really think that dude was going to be the president? Hell no. He couldn't be the president of the PTA. His old ass would have killed over his first week in office. Same way with Trump. We thought it was going to be this great Democratic, well, we're going to get another 4 years with Hillary. So all Trump had to do was beat a woman. You know what I mean? Like, Obama set history by being the, so-called the first black man to be president. She would have set history winning that election. But no, the white lackey power structure put a man who runs a reality TV show in. And if you don't think these people are being chosen, then I think you're asleep and not a part of the woke community. No, but I'm serious though. I think you might be onto something. If Oprah, her speech was riveting, and I do believe that at least black people anyway get emotional when we hear great speeches, because it happens every Sunday during the sermon, is we can be poked and prodded with our emotions by smooth speech, and they tickle our ears. And I believe that she definitely will get pushed to the forefront to make some type of push for something. I don't know if she'll run, but they're definitely going to make a lot of noise about it in the next 2 or 3 years. Absolutely.
All right. You guys got anything on that, or we can move on?
What's she supposed to run, as a Democrat or a Republican?
She's a Democrat. She would run as a Democrat. And if you keep this in mind, too, that in 2004, I believe it was, when Obama, it's widely accepted as Obama's speech during the Democratic convention, that was basically his coming out party, so to speak. That's what got him on the radar. Because if you remember, Obama, and I know all you Chicagoans know, he was on y'all radar because he was a senator. But shit, like I say on this show all the time, he was a senator for a hot ass minute. He basically came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And that speech is what catapulted him in to the forefront of being a possible candidate. But that's my opinion. I'm not going to say it's fact, but that is widely accepted as that is his coming out party. And this is possibly, nobody in the world would have ever said that a reality TV star, non-politician, would be president. So Trump being president damn sure opens the doors to God knows what. You know what I'm saying? A fucking president.
No opinion, and I'm a little reluctant to share it because it may not be shared among everybody, but I'll say it because whatever, everybody's expressing themselves. Hasn't America sucked enough black women's titties already? Like, I'm so offended that people would think she would run. Black women, I think, have been so underestimated and so underrated for so long that at the end of the day, the only reason if you're saying she's chosen, I'll tell you why she's chosen, because she'll give the impression she'll clean it up.
No doubt.
She'll give the impression she'll make it better. That's what black women have been expected to do for forever. We've always cleaned the houses, braided your children's hair, took care of you, made your wife look beautiful for you. Like, white men have always adored and feared black women everywhere. And black women in power are, man, like, it's other Oprahs out there. There are women in Africa. There are women who are running things. And if you are smart, if you are a white man, you are looking for a black woman to save you right now. And I just feel like, leave us alone. No, she shouldn't run. You clean up your own fucking mess. Like, how long are we gonna be exploited to fix shit? A minute ago, we were angry black women. Now we're inspirational? A minute ago, we were talking about Oprah. She's gay because she don't want to marry Stedman. But now she's a leader of the free world. Like, stop playing with it.
That's real talk.
A game, y'all. Black women are out here. We are the only race that the men were taken out of our home and we're still fucking standing. Like, stop asking us to fix shit. Oprah should watch, like the rest of us, with sunglasses while these 1%ers duke it out right now. They're fighting a rich people war, and for some reason, we keep looking for somebody to help us win when it's way more than us. It's way more. We're the 98. These top 2 people don't know our problems, yet we are trying to find somebody to help that. Like, stop it, y'all. Get off.
Well, let me ask you this, Kat. Well, let me ask you this. Is it not Oprah that's in that group as well? And if hold on, let me give my follow up. And if she is, how is it that they're asking her to fix it? She's actually a willing participant.
Do you know why Oprah is running the game right now? Because she did it with or without black people. There was a time we ain't fuck with Oprah, but she still came up. Now she winning, so we fuck with Oprah. Like, stop looking at me like Oprah was garbage.
That's so true.
She wasn't nothing to us a little bit. We'll down Oprah so quick. Like, what you mean you're part of the good old boys? We the first ones to diss her.
That's true.
She wanna eat. Sorry, I've gotta remember, y'all, this just a little black boy in a hoodie. This just a little black businesswoman. Yeah. Stop trying to make her president. Let's revere her for who she fucking is, which is a fantastic orator. She did her job, y'all. Her job is a talk show host. She get paid to tell us what we want to hear.
But we didn't. But that's not us. That's not us trying to put her there. That's them.
Now you're separating yourself. Now it's not us. How? A second ago, it was Oprah got all this money. Like, let's pick a side, y'all, but stop straddling. Leave this lady alone. Let the rest of the black women in this world just come up.
I mean us on this show.
Run this country. Oprah, don't run this piece of shit ass, because we know, number one, you will get it back together. We as black women have an innate gene in our bone to fix shit. We'll turn the
Hey, she ain't gonna fix shit if she president. She just gonna be the face for something else. Obama couldn't fix it. The motherfucker before him couldn't fix it. She ain't gonna fix shit either.
Hey, then this is what I'm saying. Y'all stop putting Oprah and president in the same sentence. Let's let this lady continue to run the game the way she's doing it. Being a part of politics is not necessary. She's fucking Oprah. She got $1 billion.
Well, then she should go sit down somewhere there and not run.
I'm 100% agreeing with you. Get off the black women train. Right now we popular. Stop looking at Oprah to do it. Stop using her as the scapegoat. Stop making her the poster child for this fake revolution then.
Well, who you feel like is making her do that? Because if it's anybody that's making her do that, it's the rich, the 1% you was talking about.
Again, you are agreeing with me in the aspect of it was not politics that made her do it in the first place. Let's keep politics as a black woman, because we can't do that for some reason. We can't see past the racist shirt to see the black baby working. We can't see that for some reason. We can't see a parent's pride of his child in a national campaign. All we see is the racist shirt. Can we please see the baby? Can we please see this is just a beautiful black woman who got a line and made a riveting speech? Like, why she got to be the president, y'all? Why can't she just be the president? And again, my reasoning behind it is because I think America owes black women a little bit more than they're asking. They can't repay Oprah for anything she do in the Oval Office. And she did it all without politics. We black women have already faced enough challenges. We don't need to now try to clean up your dirty work too. It's been hundreds of years.
But she's willing to put herself in the position. I'm confused on how your speech has anything
going on TV and accepting an award.
No, that's not what. See, you. I think you missing it. You're not privy to all the facts. She actually said it out her mouth that she would consider running if that's what the people want. And we're not talking about just black people. There wasn't even a whole lot of black people that even watched the Oscars. We're talking about the country, period. And I'm saying she's part of the top 1%. So although her speech about black women was eloquent, I'm saying that don't.
Well, what you want? Like, if that, you don't think that would be incredible to have a black man be president and 4 years later have a black woman to be president?
You asking the wrong person. You asking the wrong person. I don't believe none of that shit.
Like changing I'm sorry, like as a teacher, I taught Constitution test. That's part of you graduating a kid. So they have to know the presidents and all that silliness. And of course, it's rigmarole. Trump don't even know the Star Spangled Banner. So it's just hogwash. It's rigmarole. However, for a kid to study their heart out for a test and to include 2 African Americans as the list of presidents, I think that's a source of pride. For somebody, it may not be for you, but it might be a good feeling. And what we can't do and what we always do is, again, I'm going to keep going back to the silly H&M complaint. We're screaming discrimination and we're forgetting there's a little chocolate boy on a billboard right now who got his check. They didn't withhold his money. They didn't call him a monkey to his face. They put him in a green hoodie. And now we missing, he got a modeling career though, but we missing his parents working hard to get him an agent. We're missing that. That's not important.
How does the money have to do with Oprah? How did we get back
to we as black people, we have to stop trying to nitpick. If we got a black candidate, what is the big deal? It's just a black woman candidate. If she want to run, if she wants to do it, so be it. Good for her. Go for it. It's not going to in any way make your check bigger or smaller, whether she do or not. Let's just
missed the whole
woman was on
the whole
TV.
point of the segment then.
I'm missing it because I don't want to go there. I want to see a black woman.
But you went there. But you went there.
America needs to get off the black woman. They are expecting a black woman to fix it now. And that's what I don't like. Don't exploit us. We are always the fixers. We have birthed enough babies in this country to not have to do that job, I don't think.
Okay, but you
Oh shit. I apologize.
No, that's all right. I got muted by the host. I'm shutting up.
No, I apologize. I meant to mute myself because I had to cough. I'm sorry.
I'm done.
No, I apologize, bro. I'm serious. I meant to mute myself because I was.
Well, it must have been a sign. I need to shut up.
No. Well, I'll give you the last word on your segment before we go to the dirt sheets.
No. Sorry.
No, serious. I didn't mean to. That was a mistake.
All I'm saying is that the point of this segment was to point out that in politics, things are being manipulated and controlled. Oprah was not brought up because she's a black woman, although I respect what Kat is saying. And that was a whole nother segment that could be talked about as far as them wanting, to me, that's a conspiracy. I love that aspect. All I'm saying is that just like the black boy, if Oprah is willing to be a part of the exploitation, then how can we then try to defend what she's doing? She's part of the 1% who's participating just like Obama did. If you guys listen to the way I think and understand from my perspective that these people are chosen, and me and CB talked about this at length before, is that I'm saying that you might go into that position thinking you can do some good, that you can make some changes, that you can clean it up. But when you get in that seat, it doesn't work that way because the system doesn't allow you to. So you're allowed to get a project done here and there, but at the end of the day, the military industrial complex is ran a certain way, and not one person can change that. So we want to put another black face in there, and that's going to be empowering to some kids. I'm all for that. But for the adults that can, like Kat just said, it's not going to change your hustle or your grind either way. So that's what I'm saying. But guess what? There's a whole bunch of people over 65 that believe that it was going to change something. You got a whole bunch of people in their 40s who thought their life was going to be different. And my preaching has always been, whether you go to the voting booth or not, all I'm saying is do not put all your eggs in one basket and don't put your hope in no politician, no matter what the color. So that's my ending statement right there. I love what Kat said about, I do believe in the black woman. I do believe they need to get off the kid and stop messing with the black woman. Absolutely. That's all they do is take from our celebrities, from our politicians. You got poor Maxine in there with that older lady. She in there grinding, trying to do her best, and they stay beating her, calling her all kind of nappy-headed hoes, and she looked like Rick James. That's all they do is disrespect the black woman, and I'm behind fighting against that. All I was saying is Oprah is getting ready to be used in one way or another, and I think she's going to be a willing participant in it, just like the people who ran Black Lives Matter.
Hey, Ro, before we wrap this segment up, read that feedback if you got it that you got on the Cleeze Report. I thought that was pretty funny.
Oh, dude, where was that at? That was on. Hold on.
I don't know. You sent it to me.
Hey, while he's looking that up, man, personally, I don't think it's a good look for Oprah. I got to agree that, she being chosen to try to get in there to at least give the illusion that they're trying to correct some of the bullshit that Trump did.
Yeah.
I think she's accomplished enough to where I wouldn't even want that in my life, to be honest.
Right. I mean, it'll be just like Michael Jordan going to the Wizards. It was like, for what? It's like, dude, what's the point? Like, there's no point in you doing that. But
are y'all saying she shouldn't run? She shouldn't even attempt to run and go through the process? Or
I don't think she should, because I mean, for what?
No, I don't think so either.
Shit, you don't think she want that box check that she's the leader of the free world?
Man, I think
Child, look, she a part of the 1%, a part of that power. You don't think she don't want that power?
On a gazebo with the dogs, I think her and Gail want to drink martinis and Stedman. I think they all want to chill on a boat. Like Oprah likes to kick it, dog. She like to take care of her dogs. Like she chill.
Oprah take care of dogs. She don't give a shit about black people.
Wow. Okay.
Take care of her fucking dogs. Like, wait a minute. What did you keep shit about black people has nothing to do with the fact that she also ain't out shooting them with BB guns. You know, like she's just a person. She's just a person. And if you ain't out feeding black homeless people every day, like how the fuck you gonna point a finger at her? Like, come on, give me a break. She's just a lady, y'all. She's just a lady who happens to be one of the richest black women. And do you know how much pressure that must be? Like to make your richness every day?
Ain't no goddamn pressure. She got money. Ain't no motherfucking pressure.
I got that feedback when you're ready.
Get a lot of money because I know when I
come on with that feedback, Roland. All right, so on my iTunes, Michelle Fit 558 wrote in on Christmas. She actually took the time out on Christmas to give me some feedback. And the heading says, she gave me a 5-star, and it says, "Stop doing Inside the Cave." I have been listening to the Cleeze since he showed up on Inside the Cave, and can say it sounds like two different people. The interview with the woman who was molested was 5-star worthy and truly showed the side of Roland that he talks about on The Cave. I still don't like the term saving hoes as a term of endearment, but the Cleeze Report is where you shine the brightest, Mr. Cleeze. And maybe you should think about not doing Inside the Cave because although entertaining, it might be doing you a disservice.
She a hater.
Who the fuck you think you is, Rolling Tupac or something?
Man.
Right. 1 minute deal mama, next minute fuck them hoes, next minute say them hoes.
Yeah, she ain't nothing but a word to me.
Hey, listen. Let before CB says something about this young lady, I want to say first of all to her that I really appreciate that breakdown, and you took the time out on Christmas to write that in. I will say this, is that as a 45-year-old black man, I often say that we all are walking hypocrites in one way or another, and there's a lot of things that I battle with in conflict within myself. I've had a checkered past. I've been married and divorced, and now I'm remarried and dedicated to my wife and my family and my 2 stepchildren. But I still have some doggish ways. I still like to laugh. I still cuss way too much. And this comedy Inside the Cave, I believe shows the lighter side of myself. Sometimes we get a little bit too serious on the show, and sometimes we get a little bit too heated on the show. So that's why I believe that Mr. CB has allowed me to branch off into this other realm that it can show my more intellectual side, my more endearing side. So I apologize if I look like a hypocrite. I am not. I'm just a multifaceted person that, likes to cut loose a little bit. I keep it 100 on this show. I do love the women, and I do like to try. Like, I even stayed out of that cat's corner because I didn't even want to take the conversation somewhere else, man. Because I really feel some type of way about that whole conversation, but I just stayed out of it.
Hey, who the hell is CB to allow you to branch off? You giving that man too much goddamn credit.
CB your motherfucking boss or something?
Right.
I told him to stop saying that shit. Anyway.
Dirty headlines, nasty stories, freaky tales. It's time for the Dirt Sheets with Joe Dirt on Inside the Cave.
Joe, he's back.
What'd you do?
Oh, y'all can suck my dick. Can y'all hear that?
Hold on. Hey, what'd you do? What'd you do though, Joe?
I unplugged the microphone and plugged it back up.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit.
All right, here we go. Man was charged with theft after police pulled a full rack of ribs from his pants. A 26-year-old Florida man was arrested after he allegedly removed a full rack of ribs from his waistband. Belil, something like that, Aguilar Alvarez, of course he was Mexican, was arrested on retail theft charges.
That was racist as hell.
I know. After he pulled the meat out of his pants. And the police also said they smell like booze. Now, not only did they find a full rack of ribs, they also found 2 packs of hamburger buns, 5 pieces of fried chicken, and some mashed potatoes. All the items totaled up with $32.49.
Oh
He was
man.
trying to have a meal, wasn't he? What the fuck was he gonna do with the hamburger buns now?
I have no idea. He had the whole barbecue in his pants.
Make a promise.
Say he got a picnic in his pants, ain't he?
Yeah, that gives a whole nother meaning to look at my meat.
When you
Making a promise.
you go to the store, you gotta buy shit that go together.
Yeah, maybe we're gonna put the ribs on the hamburger buns or something. My question though is, he had 9 pieces of fried chicken, so you probably got that out of the hot food section, and some mashed potatoes. Now, did he just dump the mashed potatoes in his pans, or was it boxed mashed potatoes?
Wow.
And if you dump the mashed potatoes in his pans, did he throw the gravy on it? I mean,
Well, he definitely.
Hey, Joe. Did he wrap his meat up?
I don't look like it.
Pause.
But the police had to go in his pants to grab his meat. You know what I'm saying?
Pause.
He got meat to go. He got his food to go.
He got meat to go. I mean, you got meat to spread around right there.
He wanted somebody to check his package.
Enough meat for everybody.
Say, come fill my buns.
That's crazy though. You think he counted the pieces of chicken? How you walk out with 9 pieces of fried chicken? What about 10? You always got to get it even.
Dude, I know that chicken was hot.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's probably what they called him. Goddamn, that grease was burning in his ass in that dancing.
And it says but it says some mashed potatoes. So that lead me to believe that he took the scooper and dumped the mashed potatoes in his goddamn pan. It didn't say a box of mashed potatoes.
That's like, remember on Trading Places when Dan Aykroyd's character, he was dressed up as Santa, he was sticking all that stuff down his shirt.
Well, how you get a full rack of ribs in there?
Oh,
He might have wrapped them around his waist like a waist trainer.
Well, they always say don't go to the store when you hungry. So.
Hell no.
Oh man.
Hey, let me get his feedback real quick. This from Lance. That Zap in the Gap dirt sheets was funny as hell. Dying laughing. Whoever it was laughing made it even funnier. That girl seemed like she was ready to quit. Asking about her vibrators. Lance wants to know. Lance, now here's. I love you, Lance. Thanks for listening. But Lance asked, "What episode that from? I remember hearing it the first time, but don't remember when." All right, Lance. You can go to episode 17 on iTunes or Google Play, and it's titled "Zap in the Gap." Duh.
Yeah.
The man asked, "What episode is the Zap in the Gap from?" The episode title "Zap in the Gap." What the fuck?
Hey, you can't be talking about the listeners, CB.
But I ain't gonna lie. That's probably.
I mean, shit, he could have thought it was a segment, goddamn.
That's probably. I ain't gonna lie. That's probably my favorite dirt sheets ever. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was fun. Sly, did you hear that?
The Zap in the Gap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check that one out.
Yeah, that was on. What we do that on? Oh, that was we did that one. Anya Ivy. I put it on the Anya Ivy episode.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I remember that one. That night that was a good night. That brought up a good question. That a couple of the guys went back and forth.
Yeah. All right, that was the Dirt Sheets. Everybody check out the Facebook group once again. The Sly, you say you didn't have no question, right?
I got a question. You gave me a little challenge. Now I'm a truck driver. I drive trucks.
Who, you?
And I sit up high, right? I sit up high like a truck driver normally would. So for the ladies of the cave, the cavers, the lady cavers, have you ever given a truck driver a nice peep show while stuck in traffic? That's the question.
That's a great question. I got a question for you, because all the truck drivers in my family get a lot of action on the road, man. So you got any stories about picking up loose hookers and stuff like most truck drivers do?
First of all, no, because I'm not an out of town truck driver. I'm driving trucks in town.
There's hookers in town. There's a lot of hookers in town.
True that. But the peep show, the peep show in traffic, or at a red light or something like that, that does happen. So
what they do? They start twerking for you.
Legs, thighs, pussy. In the summertime, it's even better with the sunroofs and the tops down, and the V-necks and the cleavage. It's a lot more of it because a lot of women actually don't wear underwear when they go to work. I don't know if you know that or not, but they don't wear underwear when they go to work. And when they coming back from work or whatever time I'm seeing them, sometimes they might not have underwear on or very risque underwear. So hey, I've gotten a couple looks. More than a couple.
So Sly, you mean to tell me that you like them lot lizards?
Sly
know what I'm talking about.
It's a lot lizard. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what a lot lizard is? Sly know what it is, goddamn it.
I ain't never heard of it.
You pulling that parking lot. Hey, that ain't my preference of choice. That's not my preference of choice. But I appreciate it. I appreciate a lady with a little risque type of freak at her. She can flash a stranger. That's cool with me. She can make me have a great day, and she might have an even greater day for doing it. I thank them for doing that, and I encourage all ladies of the cave, anybody hearing it, to go out and flash a truck driver and come back and tell us. Write in and tell us about it.
Yeah, flash the FedEx driver too while you're at it.
Yeah.
Hey, CB, I'm gonna give you the definition, but I'm gonna give it to you in rare CB form.
Okay.
And make it real simple for you.
All right.
It's a woman who sells pussy at the truck stop.
Oh.
They call them lot lizards. Look it up.
At the truck stop.
Now he's gonna walk around calling everybody. That's gonna be his new word now, dog. He ain't gonna never stop saying the shit.
You ain't lying. So you saying you go to the truck stop and there's a woman there selling pussy?
If they're doing it at a truck stop, they call them lot lizards. They get all the truck drivers when they come through.
Wow. And you know this how? How do you know?
Roll Tide, dog. What about the Alabama, man? What about that Crimson Tide?
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? That's another one I built.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dog. I was with you.
I think Georgia got robbed.
You can say what you want. Either way it go, goddammit, we got that one.
So did the Falcons, Joe. So did the Falcons. So obviously the Bulldogs didn't learn from their ass.
All right. That was Inside the Cave this week. Don't forget to join our Facebook group, cavecrushshop.com. Subscribe to us on iTunes and Google Play and everywhere else. And with that said, dog, go ahead and get us out of here.
On behalf of the guys at Inside the Cave, we want to thank y'all for tuning in. And as usual, we'll catch y'all next week.